of what themes you like to invest and what your sweet spot is.
Well, we, being a venture capital firm that's oriented towards both strong financial return and social return, we gravitate towards sectors like clean tech, healthcare, IT, where it's very easy to both, well, it's not easy, it's a lot of hard work, but we can fulfill our mission of both great returns for our investors, but having a social impact.
Fantastic. Oh gosh, that's something to really feel passionate about too, yeah?
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, and it's good to see the impact of your work.
Making a difference, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you look for in women entrepreneurs and startups that indicate interest to you in investing in their businesses?
Well, let me just start by saying that I would love to have more women entrepreneurs, more women venture capitalists, and it's great that you're helping to facilitate that. Having said that, whether you're a woman or a man, we look for the same things.
Okay.
We're looking for a great idea, passionate work ethic, curiosity, the desire to change the world, to change a business segment, to transform it, to turn something upside down. Because really, the odds are against small businesses from displacing big incumbents, and so you have to have a little bit of pizzazz and moxie to kind of feel that you can pull that off, and at the same time you have to back that up with just canny analysis, attracting good people, having the vision, dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
Brilliant. So no bias here, hey?
Right.
What can women entrepreneurs and startups do to increase their chances in sourcing venture, do you think?
Well, it's an interesting question, because I think one of the issues for women entrepreneurs is that some of the networks may not be as available to them. They may not historically, certainly historically, they've not been part of the venture capital club as it was in its first days.
Yes.
The good news is that it's changed dramatically over the past decade or so, and it's very open. I mean, we see people from all over the world approaching venture capital and being able to get funding if their idea has merit, and if their personal qualities are right, based on what I said before. Having said that, it's important for entrepreneurs and women entrepreneurs especially to recognize that we all it is a network. We don't know everyone in our industry, but it's very collaborative, and so getting into the network and getting to know some of the people or the vendors that we use, the professional service firms like the accountants or the lawyers, that you really have to work it as an ecosystem rather than just a one shot. I'm going after this person and that's it.
It's a great overview. Yeah. Thank you. What sort of challenges do women face if they become a venture capitalist? I'm sure you've got some stories.
Well, first of all, it's a very challenging field. It's not for the faint of heart.
Yes.
It has immense rewards on all levels, but it can, it's very difficult, and you have to be comfortable with the fact that some of your efforts will fail. I mean, because no one has 100%, perfect track record.
Right.
And so I think for women, really, it's not the kind of job that is as predictable and confining to a workplace. It kind of takes over your life in a way, and I think that you have to have a mentality and a lifestyle that's accepting of that rather than resenting that.
Okay.
And so I think women and men have different, there are women and men that like that, and then there are women and men that don't. They kind of want to have their work, and then they want to have the rest of their life.
Yes.
And I would just say that if you're in the latter category, it's not going to be a happy job for you.
Right, okay. So to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, it is dominated by men, the industry. I mean, the numbers speak to that. So you just have to not care about that. And I would, it's
you have to be comfortable like working with men.
Yeah. And I mean, the men in this field are very supportive of women in the field. It's just that the ratio is different.
Yes.
So.
What do you think needs to happen for venture companies firms to employ more women venture capitalists?
I think you need to see more women in senior positions.
Okay.
And it's like any field. The more you get women going up the ladder, you're going to see more nurturing of women coming in.
Okay.
And so it's not enough just to have a lot of women associates in a firm. You've got to have women partners and managing partners because that's really where you get the flexibility and the authority to start thinking about, what your firm is going to look like and making a difference in your hiring decisions.
And what do you think needs to happen for firms to promote more women from associates to partners?
Well, we've got to get that. It's like any sales process. You've got to get the funnel.
Okay.
You've got to get people started in, perhaps having more women come in later in their careers when they've ran a business.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of entrepreneurs and residents do that. Most of them are men, but if we could sort of pepper the senior ranks with more women at the same time that we encourage more women to kind of train, then you'd get more of a balance. I mean, you're just the more inputs, the more results you're going to have.
Fantastic. What qualities and experience do you feel are necessary to be a woman venture capitalist?
Patience, curiosity, kind of a thick skin. Ability to navigate through, very changing, very often difficult circumstances, and keep level-headed and keep a team together and be responsive. I mean, a lot of times you start off in a business and you have to change because the world changes around you, or your original thesis, needed a lot of tweaking.
Yes.
So it's important to be optimistic and use your intuition, but also really be very, very dedicated to testing and retesting and database inquiry and making sure that you're not drinking the Kool-Aid.
It sounds like women venture capitalists, though, have to be pretty much well-rounded and pretty much sort of superstars, really, in a way, because you're covering so much. And
well, it's I always like to say it's kind of like in this profession, ADD is a benefit. Because you are doing, you're dealing with a lot of businesses, a lot of management teams, a lot of exogenous factors, and something is blowing up, while something is doing terrific. So it is. I mean, you have to be nimble. You have to like that kind of environment, and a lot of people don't. So that's why it's a bit of a self-selecting pool.
Got it. Yeah.
But it does. It all comes down to the people and having that love of invention, of entrepreneurship, and really, I mean, we get to work with really cool people that are making the world a better place. And so that makes all of the hassle worthwhile.
Great.